Okay, nice sweet smile. And to the front, straight, and to the front, and quarter turn, and quarter turn, and quarter turn, and back to the front. Hold that for a sec. That'll be us.
You want to ask me some questions?
Yeah, I mean basically just your MA, your agent.
Are you on now?
Well, I'm just telling I can edit it, it's okay.
Oh.
Just kind of
Is that pointing at me? It looks like it's kind of at the door.
No, you're actually on. I've actually had to turn the monitor away because everybody always looks at themselves, but you are actually in the centre of the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, you're exactly centre.
I believe you. You're the expert.
Well, it would be very silly to pay for room and then fill the door for an hour, really.
Do you want me to look at you and talk?
Sorry?
Look at you and talk. Is that fine? Look at you or look at the camera and speak?
Basically look at the camera and speak. I'm just going to give you a quick mention the Olympics, mention what you've done since I last saw you.
Having accidents.
Well, what you know, mention that you've done a thing for Nike. You know, whatever really. Okay. And if you get stuck, give us a shout.
My name's Emma Boardman and my agent is Asquith and Horner. I've had a busy few months, actually been on crutches, so this is the first time you've seen me fit and able to walk with both my feet. I was doing a shoot for Nike a couple of months ago. It's Nike's American billboard campaign, and I was jumping on a trampoline doing some somersaults in trainers, which isn't wise, and tore the ligaments in my foot. So I was horribly injured for a little while, but it's all a lot better now. Not quite jumping around, but not on crutches anymore, which is a bonus. Apart from that, I've been doing a lot of photographic work, and I've been doing lots of auditions, and been reading some interesting scripts lately. Yeah. What else have we been up to?
Have you been away anywhere working or on holiday or?
I haven't been on holiday actually.
Right.
For a long, long time, but I'm hoping to go away in January.
Right.
Very busy leading up to Christmas and the New Year, but in January I'm looking forward to going skiing, so I'm hoping that this foot situation is going to be all better by then. What else have I been up to?
What was the photographic work for Nike?
It was for Nike's new clothing campaign.
Oh right, okay.
Winter 2004, coming up.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Well,
I got a nice pair of Nike socks out of it anyway.
But it should be quite nice exposure for you though.
Well, it would have been, had I been able to fulfil the whole job.
Ah, right.
I unfortunately did it at 8 o'clock in the morning on the first day of shooting.
Oh God.
Obviously there was a reason that I wasn't supposed to do the whole job, but I haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah, you'll find out in 6 months' time or something it'll work out like that.
Absolutely. It's been a nightmare being off, and I usually train at the gym about 3 or 4 times a week. But I've obviously had to just sit down and not train for a while and rest. And that's not been very nice when you're used to doing a lot. So I used to be an international gymnast and compete in the British team until I was 16, so I'm used to being very, very active and jumping around. But hopefully I'll be jumping around all over the place soon.
Good. So I'll stop that. Is that enough? Are you happy with that? Okay. Right. I've had I'm really sorry about this. If your teeth are hurting, you won't have to do this. But I do have to put a cap on you and do a close. You know what it is basically. Sorry.
They're fine.
Yeah. I don't need it. You know what I mean? No, but.
They're fine now.
Oh, okay. No, but what it is, I mean, obviously you're a pretty girl, and you know what I mean. I don't want you to be nervous. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. You know, I don't want you to feel like, you know what I mean, freaked out or anything.
I'm used to bizarre circumstances.
Oh,
Don't
well,
worry
I won't
about
ask.
that. Mind those insects, by the way.
Oh, no. God, I know. I can't believe I'm kneeling on the floor. Glad you said that. What you're doing basically, imagine the camera's the care. So she's very, very vain. She's kind of look at me, you know. And then it's kind of. I wouldn't mind a bite of that cake.
You are?
I wouldn't, my voice is going, sorry. I wouldn't mind a bite of that, you know, so you see the cake and you're kind of tempted.
Is the cake,
and then it's kind of...
The cake's vain or...?
The cake, imagine the cake is the camera. I mean, obviously, normal, would have had one, but I didn't fancy carrying a cake into the spot in the room.
It would have been nice, but not with these flies
around. I know, exactly. I'm glad I didn't with all this, whatever it is about. Bloody cockroaches or something on it.
Did you get a discount for the infected room.
I know I should get something knocked off, really, shouldn't I? But, yeah, what I did, so to try and make it as not unpleasant as possible, I went to the haberdashery and bought some black ribbon. I bought 10 metres of black ribbon. So, are you going to can you lift your hair?
Yeah.
Can you pipe on that?
You want it to go
Do you want me to, would it be better? Well, I just thought if you can have it over, whichever's better for you, but I just thought you can see more of your face. If it's like that. But if it's comfortable, don't.
How are you gagged anyway, when you normally gag like...
I don't know, it's not something I make a habit of doing, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what they all say to everybody, I know. Actually, the reason I can't use the room was about 4 girls in there now locking them joking. I don't know, but I mean...
When I'm normally gagged.
Yeah. Well, when you normally do. Was that better for you? Do you prefer that? Right, we could do it the way you use it.
That's a bit stupid.
Well, I just thought, because if you're doing like a snarly face, you know, you're getting to see more...
That feels even more ridiculous. Like,
that makes it a bit stupider.
yeah.
Hang on, I'll tell you what. Do you want to shoot a few seconds of both? And you can have a look at it and see what you think.
I'll gag myself any way you wish, darling.
Right.
For fun now.
Yeah. For the 20th time. Okay. Fine, don't worry about it. That's... You get the idea of that anyway, I think. Anyway, are you okay? Well, if it's any consolation, I feel worse than your dentist, so I'll take it out for dinner the week after.
Okay.
I'm joking, well, you know what I mean. But you're alright. Okay.
Is that kind of like...
Killing you. There you go. Is that the worst audition you ever had?
Oh no, done silly things.
No, I won't ask what you've done then.
No, you don't want to know.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
So thank you for seeing
And
me.
I'm sorry about that.
That's
I really
alright,
am.
darling. You enjoy it in here all day long with your bugs and your...
Oh, God, don't.
Your fleas.
Don't even say anything. I know. I'll open the door and let me rent the kill. But, yes, but that's it. Well, I'm sorry that was unique, wasn't it?
It's okay, it was fun as usual. Get well soon.
I know, I can keep it in my distance. Unfortunately, I can't kiss all the girls here, that's my main drawback.
That's a shame.
But, yeah, well, as I say, I'll answer that bit on as well, that doesn't get me on. I'll phone,
Have you got another job somewhere coming up? That live thing or something?
Yeah, it's December the 5th. Oh, come on, I'll tell you about that if you want. Yeah, it's December the 5th. Basically,
you know when it was or what?
There's a firm called Digital Decadence, which is an American video games firm I do press for.
Right.
And basically, they've got a big game coming out next year, and just to get a bit of press, basically, they did an award on the internet of who's the top sci-fi author and all, like the top 5 or something. Most of them are American, I think there's a couple of British ones. So what they're going to do is, when he's getting his photograph taken on December the 5th, it's kind of like carefully her surprise. I mean, he already knows he's won, but it's a carefully her surprise of, hello, here's this award that you've been voted the most popular sci-fi author by 20% of people or whatever it is. And give him his bit of plastic or whatever he's won, you know. And then he'll kind of say, and then you smile sweetly while he kind of says, thanks to my mum, thanks to my dad, or whatever he's going to say. And then they do a few stills, smile, smile, for their website, and that's it, 350 quid cash on day, basically. You know. But it's basically just because you were mad the last time I spoke to you, I got on with you quite well, really. So it does, I mean, I'm a pain in the arse to work for, but I do have the advantages occasionally.
What, you think I was you think I was mad?
No, I'm joking, in a lovely way, I mean that in the nicest way. But, well, I mean, it's always enjoyable when you come in, let's put it this way. It's certainly memorable, isn't it?
Well, I wonder what you're going to do with me next time.
And I don't want to
So is that a confirmation for the 5th of December?
Well, I basically confirmed it to Anthony. I'll have to fax it through, basically. I mean, I'm down the next couple of days. So I know.
Put your teeth back in.
It's been sore throat.
Get stuck on a strepsil.
My next couple of days, but yeah, as I say, it's all confirmed. It's all booked.
Disinfect yourself and
Sorry?
make sure you disinfect yourself and
Oh.
tonight.
I know. Will you stop saying that? You're freaking me out, actually. But thanks for coming. I'm sorry that was all.
That's okay.
Sorry, down. Take the next one, isn't it? Alright, take a seat. I'll grab another one for you in a sec.
Okay. Don't mind me.
Just drop everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I know. I'm going to ask for a discount on the room. I don't know what they've got in here.
Oh, hello. You've got a little extra friend. You know.
There's about 10 rent-to-kill things all over the place.
It's the detective.
Terrible. I was in Whiteley's the other night and we were sitting there having in the gym.
Yeah.
In the cafe eating our, whatever it was, and this mouse just ran across the floor.
In the gym?
Oh.
It wasn't in the gym. We were in the restaurant bit, in the in an enclosed.
Well, that makes people run faster.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good exercise.
Well, Sophie, my friend, jumped up on the chair. She hates mice, and they said since the rains. But I mean, we were right up high. Do you know Whiteley's?
Not really.
No.
It's like the Arndale Centre in
Yeah,
Manchester.
it's like a
It's
shopping
an
centre.
enclosed shopping sort
Right,
of thing.
gotcha. Yeah,
With a bookstore and a gym and a cinema and restaurants. So I mean, and then this mouse on the second floor, sort of running.
Well,
Probably go with the escalators.
parachuting about.
Exactly. What is it?
I was the last time I was down for Christmas. I'll show you what I did. I photographed this lady here for this American magazine. An actress called Rachel Grant. Doesn't she think she's a very, very nice girl? She was a year ago,
Right.
but she's had a few bits and pieces in the papers,
And now,
and she's
all gone a
basically
bit.
disappeared completely for us.
right,
Do that,
So you kind of go. I mean, the last casting I did, she didn't turn up for, didn't tell anybody, didn't phone to apologise, and it's like,
Yeah.
she'll learn. You know what I mean?
Well, she
She'll
will.
learn.
She won't last very long.
Exactly. Well, basically, I think she's 332nd in line to the throne. She's
Was
her
she?
mother's the Queen. Her father's brother's next door neighbour's landlord is the Queen Mother's dentists.
Okay,
Something
sons,
twice a
corgis.
year. So of course she's Lady Muck, you know.
Right.
And
And what? She's an actress.
yeah, does a bit of presenting. She's doing a thing for Channel 4 at the moment, Zero to Hero, some hat trick thing. It's one of these. It's kind of like Strap Heap Challenge.
Yeah.
They have to kind of say, find a way to be Spider-Man and walk up the walls. And she
I
has
know
to be
exactly.
dressed as Wonder Woman. She has to find a way to stop them. It's basically, she's very.
Top heavy.
She's not flat chested.
Sounds like superhero. Sounds a bit like that.
Yeah.
It is. It's very similar. I think it was originally called Superhero.
Well,
But-
Julia was up for that.
Ah, right.
But no, but it wasn't.
They said you were too posh. or-
No, they changed. No, there was Man doing the one that.
There was. It was a man. It's a man presenting it, and then he
Yeah,
changed
no,
it
it's a
to
sidekick of
Zero
somebody else.
to Hero. It's called Nemesis or something.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they've changed the premise a little bit because it
Yeah.
wasn't that. It was more about the challenge of building the character, the superhero,
Well, I think
and there
it's
wasn't.
supposed to be. I think it's just a case of to get her in a skimpy outfit
Yeah.
this week, you know, which is her. It's like her agent said. I said, you know, why does Rachel never turn up and things like that? And she said, well, she is a star. I said, no, she's in the Daily Star.
Yeah.
It's not,
It's
quite
not the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you and I had this conversation on the phone. I mean, I don't, and I don't care how big a star they are. Did you see that thing the other night on Catherine Zeta-Jones?
No, I didn't. I missed it. The Hollywood.
It was very good,
Brits
and
in
the
Hollywood.
guy, Brits in Hollywood, and there was a whole thing on her, and David Putnam summed it up.
Yeah.
He said, and it's what I've said all along, more often than not, it's not the fault of the star particularly, but the entourage around it. And they build up this whole sort of cocoon that they live in, you know, that they can't even go to the supermarket anymore because it's all about the publicists getting their piece, it's all about the managers getting their piece, it's all about the agents getting the piece, it's all about the accountants getting the piece. It's all the people want a piece of the action, and as soon as it's sort of diffused, or the, you know, the profile or whatever changes or whatever, all that disintegrates. And he said, you know, quite often these people are very nice, normal people, and then everybody gets hold of them, and then they believe what they're reading about themselves in the press. And he said the one thing about Catherine is, you know, that she still goes back to Mumble, she still goes and does the hospital rounds, she still wants to buy a house there. You know, every premiere and so on, her family are there, and the people that mean a lot to her. And yes, I mean, you know, she's with Michael Douglas, and there's going to be a bit of glitterati going on, but, you know, the one of the guys that worked with her on Entrapment said that she, you know, was one minute eating a bacon butty, and the next minute she was pirouetting across a beam, and there was a sort of a naturalness about
Well,
her.
that's the thing I don't get about that girl there. She's a sweetheart when you meet her. And when I first met her, and the reason I know her is I photographed her. I used to be pressed for an author called Raymond Benson, who's writing the James Bond books.
Right.
Dreadful, which is why I haven't heard of it. But nevertheless, you know, I mean, he writes like a 10-year-old, to be honest. I think he would have passed all of them English. It was kind of, Bond drew his gun, there were some stairs, he went up the stairs. It's kind of like my first Bond novel. You think Enid Blyton was writing them, it's like, oh my God.
Nothing wrong with Enid Blyton.
Awful,
We all grew up
awful.
with Enid.
And I kind of, I'd always said for years that she would be an ideal Bond girl.
Yeah.
Because she's mad and she does martial arts and all that.
Yeah,
And I picked her to do the press launch for the books. And I did a test run on December the 3rd, 2001 with a Pierce Brosnan lookalike. All right. With a Pierce Brosnan lookalike, you believe me.
I've just bitten it. I just
A
felt it go.
sorry. A Pierce Brosnan lookalike. And an Aston Martin DV5.
yeah.
And then I got a phone call in February, and I lined all these magazines up saying, don't publish them, I've just got a £5 a day, Ian will fire me. And so I thought, so I turned down loads of money for her, and did a load of favours for her. And then it's kind of, you know, there's no kind of,
Oh, thank you.
there's no kind of appreciation or anything like that, which is kind of galling.
No, that is.
But it's like, you know, I've turned stuff down for you, and you're too busy to talk to me. Hang on a sec.
Not
Which
right.
has kind of pissed me off a bit. But as my costume designer, you'll probably meet, is a guy called Fred Spur.
Yeah.
He's her best friend.
Right.
He's mentioned her a few times. And he said, well, whenever we go out for a drink or something, because Fred's costume designer was a gay,
Yeah.
and you go to, oh God, some gay club on the Embankment name, which I can't remember.
Heaven?
Heaven, that's it.
Heaven.
You go Cape Havana there.
Yeah.
And he said,
King's Cross.
yeah, she's lovely. And I said, yeah, she probably is. It's just all these people around her.
Yeah.
Her webmaster never replies to anybody. Her publicist is basically got the job because he's married to a cousin. Now, those of us who've ever spoken to him think he may have married his own cousin. You know, it's not exactly
All
switched
that.
on. And it's like, her agent is Camilla. Now, Camilla, I just had to print off a load of emails from Camilla because that firm went into liquidation in April under very dodgy circumstances. And they opened somewhere else a week later. It's one of these kind of things they do.
Yeah.
Now I paid the court-appointed liquidator the money for that job. The agent has been under me. I got a really snotty phone call the other week saying, I'm having my solicitors prepare a personal bankruptcy course against you, but not paying the money. My solicitor gets £700 an hour. I said, well, I wouldn't pay them, darling, because you're not a creditor. I've paid you. The firm's in liquidation as a liquidator. I used to work for the Inland Revenue, sweetie.
I know what's going on.
What's going on. And she went, I've worked for her since. But I mean, basically, I like the phone equity because that girl has been paid. I paid this over a year ago.
So you've paid,
and the agent's got the money in a client account for a year.
Yeah.
And she's got 150 clients.
Yeah.
You know, and you put that money from 150 girls in a client account for 12 months.
Oh no, yeah, no,
They're the people that have taken the money, the agents.
Yeah, well, they're the people who are trying to get the money. But I mean, they've had a few bits and pieces. They got the basic shoot fee, but all the usage I paid to the liquidator because that's the legal way of doing it. You know.
Yeah.
But they're absolutely. I mean, when I mentioned to Sharon Levinson who owns this place, I kind of said to Joan Quaver, the booking lady for this building. I said.
A little bit of.
I've got a problem, I think, in agents.
It's like
I don't
gasoline,
think
just.
I don't think this agency's paying the clients, and they kind of who is it? I said it's Camilla Story. And they just pressed the button over the desk, and Sharon, who owns the Spotlight, came running down and said, "Get in my office." And I was like, what? And she said, what do you know about Camilla? And I told her all that, and I printed her those off, and she went, right. She said, if I was you, I'd phone Martin Kenny at Equity, who's the Equity's legal department. And I said, well, I will at some point. She said, no, do it today. And
Why?
I
So they must have
I thought, I've got castings. And I finished, and I've been mobile phone up, and I've been doing castings.
Yeah.
And I switched it on and walked downstairs, and I was outside the Red Cube. About 5 minutes later, the phone went. He said, oh, it's Martin Kenny at Equity, legal department of Equity. Where are you now? And I said, I've just come out to the spotlight. He said, right, get the Tottenham Court over, we want to talk to you about Camilla. Apparently, they've been trying to get this lady closed down for quite some time.
Oh, really?
I'm the first client who's, I thought, oh, great, you know, I should get my mouth shut there.
No, you're in it, you're in the thick
No,
now.
But so who else does she represent?
Catherine McQueen, Danny Dyer, who does lock, stock and things. I mean, nobody really good. But
Yeah.
I mean, one of the girls she wanted to send up for this hosiery thing, I was a bit abrupt with. It was a girl called Tanya Robinson. I'm kind of going, look somewhere. And she was beautiful, and she had fantastic legs. And she's only housed the FHM Honey, which means that a lot of people sent
Sort
photos
of themselves, or the like boyfriends send a picture of their girlfriends.
Photos, and she was the one who bought us the nicest boobs. And I'm going, hold on, this is from a Maltese firm called Sal Pellegrino that's like 100 years old, right? Yeah. It's really good money.
Oh,
I can't send people like you.
You can't send people. Yeah, it's like
it's a joke. She's done FHM, and she's done the FHM Bikini Heaven and something else, and she's up Min and Motors or something, which is like, and you go, you can't submit people. I can't send people like that. And Camilla's like, she's gorgeous. I said, Camilla, I would. As a man, right, well, she can put any castings wearing a skimpy outfit she wants for me, but she won't get the job.
You've got to send the right people for the right job.
They're all kind of...
Well, Men and Motors, I mean, I know the commissioning editor of G-Sky B, and he said to me that Julia, he won't hire Julia, he says she's too nice for it.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, it's just naff, Men and Motors. It's a bit...
Excuse me, I'm sort of turning my face.
It's kind of, it's a bit too boobs and bums. I mean,
It is tits and ass, isn't it?
I mean, we all kind of want... I mean, one of the girls that I do press for is a girl called Amy Jenkinson.
Yeah.
Who does Sunsilk hair and, you know, quite a few adverts. She's a really successful model.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, I wouldn't let her do Men and Motors, because it's just...
No.
And once you start to do tartan press, you don't get offered anything else, really.
No, I know, that's the thing.
That's you know, once you start to be famous for your arts, it's a bit...
Once you start to be famous just for being famous and turning up to things wearing very little.
Well, that's I mean, that Rachel, the last thing she did, she turned up to some premiere of something she wasn't in with her twin sister. And they were both wearing rubber French maids outfits. And so they were in the sun the first day going, whoa.
Yeah, lovely.
And then the next day, Camilla planted a story that said, oh, some male fan gush, I didn't know what to say to her. And of course, every single newspaper said, provided what he should have said, like 2 chalk ices in the cornetto, was the politest. I think all the others were upset.
Excuse me, I've got Anthony.
Hello?
Asquith and Horner.
Yeah.
He's here.
Ah.
Dear. Flew bug.
I think he has, yeah. He sounds a bit hoarse. You just don't think that people live up here, do you, when you're walking down below? Look, there's all
No, I know.
flats and everything, isn't it?
It'd be quite nice actually. It'd be nice to have like a loft.
Noisy
So
though,
very
noisy.
Yeah, no, you'd only got a couple of years, wouldn't you?
Now what?
Oh, Anthony Asquith and Honors, I said, his girl was the only one who's been in before you, and he said, can we bring a few more people? I'm in discussing Shan, and I'm like, no, you know.
No, time up.
Time up. You know. Sorry about that. Yeah, so basically, so you've got your gams on show.
Got my gums.
Keeps me happy.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I've got a call, but I'm going to snog you in a minute.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah, so all we're doing is...
Yeah, tell me what do you want
Right,
me
what
to
I'm going to do basically, I'll take the chair away, do a forward, you know, smiley, quarter turn.
Yeah, like one of those fat adverts before and after.
Yeah, sort of a posy kind of thing.
Posy. All right.
I'll move that for you.
Thank you.
I put the, as I say, I did put the radiator on if you cold, but with that rent-a-kill stuff, it would start to stink.
Oh,
so I thought,
nice.
and the girl who came in to them said, what's that smell? I said, I don't know.
I can't smell anything actually.
I think it's, well, it's kind of faded now. Because we've had the door open, I said, I think it's that stuff there. And she went, if I see anything, I'm jumping on the chair. She said, if it's a mouse,
You can't, where is it? There's nothing, it can't hide
I can't work
anywhere.
out what it is. But
maybe it could just be bugs, it could be mites or something.
but slightly, you know. It's not that I was kneeling on the floor talking to her and she said, I can't believe you're kneeling on the floor. But, you know, it's one of those
Out
things
quickly.
you're conscious of. Do you want to take a seat?
Yeah.
Now?
Okay.
Well, hang on now.
You
What I'll do is I shall stand, I shall pan up
Okay, pan up.
there. And then smiley smiley, blow a kiss if you want, because it looks a bit cheeky and mad.
Okay.
And then we'll do a quarter turn. That's it.
Okay, you tell me when.
That'll put you in. That'll do, mate. You'll do for me, darling.
Testing your cameraman skills here. Multi-skilling.
And multi-unskilled, unfortunately. Okay, back out a bit. I do normally have a cameraman for this stuff, but he's got another job today. Okay, and quarter turn.
Quarter turn.
Quarter turn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you want me?
Yeah, your back.
Oh, my back. I'm sorry. All the way round.
Yeah, the full.
Full.
Yeah, quarter turn. And quarter turn. Okay, you'll do me. And a minute. Yep.
You've got a little bit of flu going.
Ah. And there you go, Dan.
Hi there, my name's Julia Bradbury. I'm 30. I'm a television presenter based in London. One of my more interesting assignments, I guess, was when I worked in Los Angeles for a breakfast show called GMTV. So I had to interview the stars and file Hollywood news and do all the nice juicy stuff that happened in Hollywood. I've been back in London now for the past 5 years. Done a wide range of work for Channel 4, BBC One, all the major terrestrial television stations. I'm also involved in the corporate world and have an interest in a music sponsorship agency, so I have a bit of a business head as well. These are my legs, this is my smile, and you can contact me through Gina Fox and through the lovely James.
Okay, what was the most recent job you've done?
The most recent job that I've done is for Channel 4. I've had a contract with Channel 4. I'm a bit of an action girl for them. I've been doing the ski season for them and the speedway season, so I've been travelling around Europe following speedway, which is bikes, following the world champion Tony Rickardson, who lost his crown this year very sadly to Nicky Pedersen, the #1 Dane. And last year I spent my time on mountaintops chasing skiers down very tricky slopes. I didn't do very well at that because they were just much faster than me basically. Next year I'm going to be working in the superbike field and doing more action stuff. And I've also just done a project for the BBC where I had to study to become a marine biologist just for a weekend, and I did okay, but there was quite a lot of reading.
Okay, how did you become a presenter?
I became a presenter because that's what I wanted to do. So I knocked on lots of doors, I had lots of friends, and just as I was starting out, there was a cable station beginning called Live TV, and it was in the very early days in the UK, before cable really had a stronghold in the industry. And I went for a group audition with 30 or 40 people, and I was just one of the faces that they picked to launch the channel.
Okay. You're 5'9", you look like a heartthrob. Have you ever done any modelling?
I've done a little bit of modelling, but mostly to do with the television work that I've done. So I've done lots of photo shoots, been involved in lots of corporate work, but always as a spin-off from my work. I haven't done the whole glamour thing. It's generally fashion and through business.
Are you happy with that? That seems enough for me.
Yeah.
Haven't you got a showreel anyway, really?
Yeah, you've got a showreel. You've definitely got the showreel. This is a bit funny doing it like this.
The legs.
Legs,
Tails,
okay.
it's-
Legs.
There's no job. There's no job. It's all just a scam, to be honest.
Exactly. There we go. You've got me on video now.
No.
Let me tie it.
If it's
Have you got to use this for other people?
well, just cut it off.
All right. Let me go.
Well, I can go and get something else, but I was going to say, have a look at it between.
It doesn't look nice.
Right, because it's.
Looks a
But you
bit,
get a
looks
bit
like
more-
S&M between.
There's no answer to that.
No.
That's just
Can you
one
put your finger
secret
on your
plan,
knot?
darling.
Right?
Here for
I
12.
still don't
Any
know
minute,
why I just can't get up and bite the cake though.
any minute now, Jeremy Beadle's going to jump up and
He is, yeah, and go, you
Right, do you
do
want
that.
to sit like that? Just so you...
Okay, so I'm, oh, I see.
Ah, yeah, you've got your hands tied. Hang
Oh,
on, let me get
see.
rid of that ribbon.
Okay. Get me big whip. No, we're joking. Right, you alright? Oh, no, oh, yeah. I can't believe I'm doing this for a living, you know.
How can I?
And neither can you, obviously. Writing your own type, basically. So what you're doing is, very vain, very kind of proud of, you know, this figure. And then you see, basically, imagine the camera's a cake, see the cake, bit tempted, and then, better not, and it's all kind of, and then a bit of a shifty.
And then how does it end? Do I get the cake or not? Okay.
Work it out for yourself.
Thank you.
I just want a couple of minutes of it and see what you think again.
Okay. Pardon?
That'll do, mate. No, you're an insane woman, you know that, don't you?
I know. What?
She's an insane woman, you know that, don't
There you go.
you? Okie dokie.
That's what I do.
I know, I will let you go. I mean, people, I'd always thought, to be honest with you, well, I mean, unless it was a lot heavier chair than that, they'd all have a bite of the cake, ain't they?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should have walked with the chair.
Oh,
actually.
I'm sorry.
No, not to worry.
That's all right. Doesn't matter. It was only pretend.
I know, hang on a minute, just a sec. Okay, and fourth turn. And we get. And fourth turn. That'll do it. Obviously, kind of said to them, you know, I was going to stick a big fin shot, to be honest with you. If they wanted to see here.
Yeah.
And that's all not terribly helpful, is it? Because
Because you can't see, yeah.
But I mean, basically, which is sort of why I was shooting it. I know this is not an auspicious beginning. I'm sorry about this.
Don't be silly.
So, yeah. I mean, as I said, if there's anything you want to add later on.
Okay.
What's the dead ringers thing? Just out of my own curiosity.
Oh well, yeah. I probably shouldn't have really said that, but
Well,
my mate,
it's
it's possibly coming. Happening next week is just being a small part in one. You know how they need normal people.
Yeah.
And just to be in one of the sketches, and so
cool.
Nev Fountain writes for them, and so he phoned me up the other day.
Yes,
exactly.
They are quite big Who fans, I think, the Dead Ringers.
They are big Who fans, yeah, they both are. Well, Nev, who writes for Dead Ringers, also writes for Big Finish, that's how I know
right.
him in LA. And John Coleshaw is a huge Doctor Who
I've got
fan.
that. It's hard to miss.
Yeah, hard to miss because he does, he does Tom Baker quite so well.
Well, he does them all on the radio, I think.
Yeah. So,
So I was like, yeah, but yeah, that should be quite good.
oh God, that would be great.
But yeah, I mean, as I say, if you know, if you ever.
Was it dull? Was it?
No, it was fine. It's
Brighten
just
it up
a case.
a bit?
I mean, it's literally a case of just to see what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, I'm sorry about this. We get a horrible bit now. Right, I went to the haberdasher's
Right.
and bought 3 metres or something of black. Right, 'cause the advert said sticky tape, right? And I thought,
Right.
pull the poor kid's face.
Yeah, well, yeah, we keep doing
There'll be this girl coming out of the spot,
Right, red
covered in
faces.
blood, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, you know.
Right.
Right, do you want me to cut that shorter? Or?
No, it's alright, you can just...
Okay. Right, actually what I was going to say is, how do you want it?
Well,
Do you want it like that?
Yeah.
Do you want it like that?
No, big, like that.
Right, okay. So I just thought, if you're doing it like a snarly face, you can see your face, man.
Oh, what, if it's half?
Yeah, but I don't know, I mean, what do you think?
I
Do
don't
you
know.
want to shoot it for a second, have a look at it and see?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
God, no, don't be done.
Lawful, okay. Yes. Well, if it's any consolation, it's the strangest job I've ever I'm not being rude, I'm just going to tuck that down the back. I'm not being fresh with you.
Hang on, it might need to be a bit...
Is that a bit loose?
Might
better?
come off.
Okay.
If I
Check
move,
the
it might
seat.
come off slightly.
Well, that's certainly very visible. I mean, obviously.
Oh, the hands have to be tied up.
Well, I mean, I can do them if you want, but I don't think any need. Then I'll go for lunch and leave you. Right. We'll do like a minute or so. It's 30 seconds, isn't it?
Okay. So hang on.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to put the cake? In front of the cake.
Well, what I was going to say is, you're happy with that? You're happy with that one?
Yeah, don't you think?
Probably.
Because it's not going to.
The only thing that occurred to me was if it's between, obviously you'd be, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. You see, if you're doing kind of like expressions, you can see them more. But
is it not more to do with the eyes?
Yeah,
than the mouth,
do it big then.
Yeah.
Do it big. Right. So basically, imagine the camera's the cake.
It's alright, it's alright.
It's kidnapping people like that, than you think. Yeah.
There. That's a bit better.
So I'll just get that. Sorry.
Okay. I'll tuck it down still, not look like I've got a big hump.
So imagine that's it, and it's kind of, I love myself, ego.
Oh, okay.
And then kind of, obviously you're getting a bit distracted, and then, a bit shifty, and then obviously, whether you get it or whether you ignore it or something. I mean, just do like a minute or so, back or something. Let me know when you're ready, hang on. That's it. There you go.
I can't think of doing anything more. Can I have a look back at that?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how you do it on this thing, hang on. But you've definitely nailed that. You certainly weren't dull, let's put it that way. As I say, I don't normally do this, so I hope
Sorry, I know that's really cheeky of me, but I'm just really interested. I've no idea what the...
Well, you certainly came across.
Okay.
Stop pressing.
Sorry, I know that's really rude. I
No,
shouldn't do
we'll
that because, you're a mate, so...
Okay, whenever you're ready, dear. All you need to do is your name, your agency, a bit about your background and what your hobbies are.
Right.
And if you get stuck, give us a look and I'll ask us.
Ready to go in?
Yeah.
My name's Louisa Landon. I'm with Asquith and Horner. My background is mostly musical theatre. I've done a lot of stage work. Also did a film called Essex Boys with Sean Bean and Alex Kingsley, and that was a couple of years back. My hobbies are going out and enjoying myself. I also spend a lot of time with mentally handicapped because my eldest brother is mentally handicapped, so I like to do some volunteer work in that as well.
So, what's the most recent thing you've done?
At the moment I'm doing a lot of singing work, a lot of session work, so I'm singing. Most recent theatre work was probably pantomime with Jim Davison. I do a lot of work with him.
Yeah.
But really, film-wise and acting-wise, is probably Essex Boys, which is a couple of years now. Yeah, because I took a break as well.
That'll do, mate. And you want to add anything else to that?
No, that's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
just basically something you like.
Yeah.
Okay. See if that's off. Okay. It's off now, right?
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So basically, what you've got to do, if you're okay, if you're going to do it, I understand, right? 'Cause it's a bit long. Imagine the camera's a cake. So you sat there and you're kind of very there. She's
Right.
really, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's quite a good cake. I'm not going to eat it. And then you can't, but you keep out the corner of your eye, you keep looking at it.
Right, okay.
And then you kind of, you know, when you think nobody's looking, you just move it a bit closer,
Yeah.
sort of thing, right? I'm going to have to put what I'm going to do. Sorry. I went to the dress shop and bought 10 metres of ribbon.
Right, okay.
Because the thing said sticky tape. I thought, put the front of the face off. You know, and it was obviously come out the stopper and pouring with blood. I thought probably not good. So are you all right?
Yeah, that's
do you
fine.
want it
Don't worry.
either like that, or do you want it
Put it right over my mouth.
big? Okay. You want to your hair?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Can't believe I'm doing that. All right. Okay, right. Take a seat. And what it is, as I said, basically, just do a couple of, just kind of, you know, you're very vain to start off with, and then you start to get into the cake, and then you shift the, I don't know, how do I? Nobody's looking. And then, you know, trying to work out somewhere to kind of lean over and get a bite or whatever, okay?
Okay.
You're alright with that?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Make sure, hang on, just make sure you're in. Okay. So the camera's the cake.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just looking down, sorry. Should I do it again?
Yeah, hold on, let me just... Okay, so
Can't believe I have to do this. God, is it warm in here or something?
It's getting warmer, yeah.
I think I've so I've had the flu a few days. I mean, I'm over it now.
Yeah.
So that's why I got this on you, see, to try and keep me throat. But okay. When you're on time because the camera next to you.
Okay.
Okay, done. And roll away, nice smile. And two. 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 and okay, that's enough. Okay. Where are we?
Hi, I'm Jodie and I'm with MCS. I've been modelling since the age of 9, photographic, commercial, posters, everything. Got into acting about 2 years ago. Done 2 features. One's releasing on DVD and video in December. The other one I've just finished filming, which is called Evil Alien. That's premiering at Cannes next year in May. I played a young girl called Candy Vixen that starts off as a bit of a airhead running around a farm on her high heels, but turns out to be quite a hero at the end. So that was really fun to play and portray different roles and stuff like that. So that was really good fun.
Okay. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies, I like to go on walks, I like to go out for nice dinners, I like to chill, I like to party, I like to do a lot of various different things. I can be quiet and I can be loud.
Okay. So what, I mean, anything sporting wise you do?
Sporty wise, I like to swim.
Yeah.
I like to play a little bit of football sometimes. Maybe some like netball I like to play sometimes. I like to go on rides on a bike. I like horse riding and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm happy with that. Is that enough for you? Okay.
Gives them a little bit.
Okay, right. As I say, I went to the dress shop and bought 5 meters of black silk ribbon.
Right.
Feel like that's very soft.
Yeah.
Wood.
So what do you want me to do? Hold it?
Well, yeah, I was going to, I don't know how you want to do it. I mean, either height or like that, I don't know. See, I thought, I don't know how you're going to do it. If
Do you want me to do it both ways?
if you want. Because if you're going to do like expression, like snarly face,
Yeah.
you can see more of your face.
Yeah, exactly. If
But-
I go like that, I can just go, look at the cake.
I know, yeah.
Like that.
But yeah, what I was going to say, you've got it on all the time, unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So what it is
I
she
thought it was
starts
at the
off,
end.
No, she starts, sorry, I didn't explain to everyone.
Right.
So she starts off, you know, I mean, it's obviously done, it's all done comedically kind
Yeah.
of thing. But I thought, I mean, I don't know what kind of acting you do, you see. I mean, that's obviously more noticeable,
Yeah,
but that's, you know what I mean.
yeah. So you start
So-
off with it like in
Yeah,
your mouth.
You start off with it, yeah, and just, obviously she's kind of, I know, I'm sorry, darling.
It's so funny, I love these. It's
Oh,
great.
Oh dear me. So she's going to go and she's going to put him sister, don't send me for the auditions with him, it's horrible.
I love it getting home. My boy was like, what did you do today? And I'm like, well, today I had a ribbon stuck in my mouth.
I know, yeah. So, yeah, sensible jobs at
Yeah,
back
I know,
career.
exactly.
So, which way do you want to do it first?
I'll do it in first, yeah?
Okay. So you want to lift your hair?
Yeah.
Sorry about this. Right, I'm not being rude, I'm just going to tuck it down so you can't see it. I'm not being fresh with you.
Alright.
Is that alright? Don't make it too tight? Okay, okay.
Okay.
That'll do, yeah. So basically, as I say, furry, and then camera's the cake, you see it, tempted. No, I'm going to ignore it. But I can't quite, oh your hands are, I can't quite, you know, and then it's kind of, but then when you think nobody's looking, you're moving the chair a bit closer, or you're trying to lean over a bit, or, you know, you're trying to find a way to get to it, okay? Sorry about this.
Can't function.
Kinky secrets of TV's horror babe.
Right, so where's the cake? There.
Yeah, the cake's the camera.
Right. coat soaked.
Perfect. Do for me. You certainly sold that. Are you alright?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. You certainly sold it.
Yeah, it's round here.
What are your labels in?
Cheers. Do you want to put it over now?
Yeah, well, do you want a minute to... So hurt you? Because you look at...
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
How's the
Karen.
lipstick?
Alright, actually. But are you alright? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I'm in back again now.
Yeah. I'm just...
It's all wet.
Sorry. Well, as I
Is
said...
that alright?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those cases of... You know, you sold it. I mean, you
Playing
really
about with it.
clear what you do, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And which is... Well, obviously, if you get it, they'll turn around and sort of say...
This is what we want you to do, yeah.
Just one of these
I know, exactly.
But it's just a case of... See, she used to do a thing on the Sci-Fi channel where she played a mental patient.
Oh, really?
So she was in a straitjacket and then every week
Yeah,
some bloke would try and
Yeah.
get her. Some bloke, because she's got big boobs and everything. And every week in the commercial breaks, she'd host the horror movies, and some bloke would always come and say, hey, Nene, you're a sexy chick. And then the next commercial break, he'd be dead, or she'd be shagging him or eating him or something. They were always insane adverts. So she kind of, you know, they said offer it to Rachel.
Yeah.
And if she'd been remotely normal,
Exactly.
but...
Exactly, but you know, if you're in the arts, no one's going to want to work with you. I know, exactly.
And as I say, just a case of just for her to knock it back and go, just to
I
make me
know.
look stupid. You don't have a look for it.
Well, got it?
Okay, it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, see if you're in. I'll zoom in a bit more, get your expression a bit. Yep, that'll do me. Perfect. Hang on, we off? Yeah. Okay, hang on a sec. Just pull back a bit. Okay, and turn. And turn. And turn. And turn. Okay, right, I'll take things with you back, we'll do another one from the back.
Then we have to put it back.
Oh no, I'm sorry about this.
That's okay. You don't mind.
Sorry if it's rather warm in here,
No, it's not. It's fine.
but
Well, we all have a
as I
cold,
said,
so
trying to go over the
it's better.
cold,
Yeah, really.
I've had to put a
Need to
big,
be
big
warm.
sweater on to try and keep my voice.
That's right. No, I'm...
Right,
prefer
we'll turn,
warm.
do the back, and
Yep.
I'll show you the back.
Thank you very much. Oh,
You want to turn it back to yourself? I'll do it, yeah, back. Okay, that's it, I can edit that in, it's perfect.
Perfect. Now, where is this?
But I'm at that studio all week,
Oh,
so we
great.
can do another, we can work something out. I mean, it only takes about 20 minutes to
Yeah,
do, so
I just
it's
need
not
to be in the
something-
country.
Yeah,
What day, what week is it?
It's the first week of December.
Ah,
The date they had was December the 5th,
Yeah.
which is the Friday. I know you can't do.
Yeah, that day I can't
But,
do. What day? I mean, is it that week you're all week in the studio?
I'm there all that week and some of the week after as well.
Okay.
So we can work some. You know,
So
we
I'm
can
going
work,
away on the 3rd. You see.
Right, we
So-
can do it before then. The 3rd's the Wednesday.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
can probably do something.
Tuesday, Monday.
Yeah,
That'd
Monday
be
or
ideal.
Tuesday, so we can probably do
That'd
something.
be great.
We can work around it.
Ideal.
I mean, I'm pretty. You know, it's such a simple thing to do,
Yeah.
and it's so
Takes
contained.
5 minutes.
that
Yeah, really.
we can
And
do it.
it's usually I do the whole evening. You
Exactly,
see, so
yeah, just
do
quick.
one little bit on
Exactly.
camera.
It's just easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So whenever you're ready, I'm Christiane. My agency is. And
Hello, I'm Christiana Bakker. My agency is Anna McCorquodale. And my background is I used to work as a presenter on MTV Europe for 7.5 years, interviewing lots of rock stars and presenting almost every show on the channel for many years. And then I did NBC Europe for another 2 years, where I hosted a daily cultural program, a guide to culture and entertainment. Now we interviewed musicians as well as classical pianists and Yehudi Menuhin, Placido Domingo, actors, film directors, a slightly broader range than on MTV, and that was great fun too. And ever since, in the meantime, I'm also hosting many galas, live events, like I did the launch of the new Pirelli calendar 2003 last week, which was terrific fun, and many other clients as well. Audi, I went to Le Mans, the 24-hour race, did some hosting there, and what else can I tell you? VW, so quite a few cars, computer softwares, programs, etc., etc. But then I'm also, on the side, I've studied natural medicine and homeopathy. So I'm all into good nutrition and healthy living on the side. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
yeah. What are your hobbies? Your
My hobbies, I love doing yoga and hiking, mountain walking, mountain climbing. I like reading, I like music, seeing friends, cooking, and what else? Traveling. I haven't been to Japan, but I'd love to go.
Have you ever modelled?
Yes, I have. I've modelled a bit in my spare time, of course, in between, especially when I was working for MTV. I had a lot of, jobs to do. Yes.
That's enough for me. Is that
Commercials and things. Yeah, and product endorsements.
Yeah.
Yes, that sort of thing. Yes. Thank
We
you.
got, yeah. Get off. Yeah, that's off. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ribbon your maps up. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm really sorry about
No,
that.
it's okay. It's okay.
Listen, there is men who like to frighten pretty girls, right?
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of a man.
No,
so just,
I
didn't want you to
know.
know,
I
it's a bit-
know.
okay.
I know. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, I bought this 5 litres of this at the haberdasher shop, which if you feel
Where did you buy it?
It's very soft ribbon, so it won't.
Oh, very good. Where did you buy it?
A dress shop.
Oh.
They said, what do you want it for? I went, never mind. So I thought if I try and explain it, they'll never believe me.
Yeah. And this is part of the commercial, is it?
Yeah, no, it's just my hobby.
I hope so.
I'll sell it on eBay. Christian Backer's.
Yeah, right.
Christian Backer's secret identity.
Exactly.
Oh, and
And now I can't speak
I'm not
anymore.
quite sure how you want that. I don't know if you want to over like that or sort of height.
Over is better.
Okay, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you lift your hair?
Do I want to?
Lift your hair up.
Well, what do you think they want to below the hair?
I guess so. I don't know. Well, I just thought your hair looks. You've got nice hair.
Mm.
To be honest.
Maybe
I
better
don't-
over the hair then. That's
No, I
fine.
thought your hair would move more if it's under the hair.
Ah, yeah, but then it'll all, you see, be
Yeah, I see. Right.
strange.
No, I just thought your hair would, just. You've got nice hair. I just thought I'd make the most of your hair. But what do
Yeah,
you
well,
think?
whatever.
I don't know. I'm just trying to make the most of Christiane, to be honest.
The only thing is, you see, because
Do you need a hand?
yeah. Okay, I'll lift my hair. I don't think
You
it's
hold
going
the
to
hair.
work, but anyway, we'll try.
You hold the hair and I shall do it. So cross it back. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, better than I thought. I thought you would put it high up and it would be funny, but it's this way.
Sorry about this.
It's okay.
Is this the strangest job you ever
It's
done?
not, yes, by far.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not
Sorry.
very tight, but it's okay.
Okay. Well, you get the idea. I mean, it's.
I know, well, it just
Okay, put
feels
your
like
hands
it's
like
going to
that.
fall down, you see.
Well, is it doing it? Do you mean tight?
Yeah, please.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, you're not all that professional doing it either, because it wasn't tight enough.
And, one can't fault your commitment, darling. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so basically if you put your hands behind you, now what you're doing is, the camera's a cake, so you're looking at, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. So you're looking at the camera, you're very arrogant. Well, here I am in my Versace suit, the world's best girl, etc. And then you kind of go, oh, I quite like that look at that cake. But you don't want to kind of, so you keep trying to look away, and then when you think no one's looking, you're trying to get a bit closer, or you're trying to lean over to it, or you're trying to get them fastened, or whatever, you know, because you do really want the cake.
Okay.
But it's kind of, it's all done with the eyes.
I'll try.
I'm sorry, darling.
It's okay. Who wrote the script?
Not me, in case you have any doubts. Okay.
No.
No, no.
Funny to feel all arrogant with this thing on your mouth and
No,
your
I'm
hair
sorry.
in the back. You know what I mean?
It is a strange job, I do apologise.
It's falling off.
Don't worry. We can edit that, don't worry.
Okay. I don't know.
That's enough, that's...
I'm not sure, you know, I'm trying
No,
to
it-
keep
it's
looking
not-
at longingly and then
You've
no,
sailed,
I
you
don't
sold
want
it, so I think it's quite a hard thing to do. That.
It is a bit.
It's very,
That's fine. It's,
you know, it's hard
see,
to
I
know
hope
how
you
to
can
do.
edit something there.
I know, I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry. Here you are.
It's a souvenir. But you see your lipstick
Thank you.
there.
I know, I know.
But yeah, I just will actually, I'm
Oh,
running out of
God,
time
no.
in this room, so I've got to say to anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want your things off your
Yes,
back.
please. And so you let Anna know, huh?
Yeah, I'm seeing Anna tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, send her
Because there's a girl called Amy who's not happy with her agency at the moment.
Right.
And she wanted me to, I said I'm coming down to see Anna. She said,
Oh, that's nice.
and she's just done a couple of commercials for, she's a model, but she's starting to get into commercials. She's only about 22 or something.
Yeah.
And she said, and Anna said, well, if she's starting to get like, you know, I've seen that advert for Lambrini where he goes, Lambrini girls, that's when I have fun.
Yeah.
And that things like that, she's starting to get those now.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, if she's getting work, you know, tell her to come and see me, so we can do that really.
Yeah. Anna's such a lovely lady.
She is really helpful actually, really nice.
She's wonderful. I adore her.